the Democrats have finally gone too far. Their general insanity and their nuttiness of saying don't go to church and wear a mask, but then riot and you won't spread any germs, is finally coming home to roost, but they're still clinging to their madness. They're just clinging desperately to their madness. And now that Antifa has been declared a terrorist organization, what does that say about those other groups who have gathered around and supported Antifa? What does that mean for the mainstream news media? What does that mean for the Democrat Party? If they support terrorists, then they are tarred with the same brush. So you could say, indirectly, the left has been declared a terrorist organization. And you'll say, oh, that's not true. Well, you look at the Antifa at the center, and then who supports Antifa? The mainstream media and the Democratic Party and the left and Democrats, and there you are. There you have, more or less, the left has been declared terrorists. Okay, and the looters are not going to stop and ask lefties if they are left or right. They're going to see you, and I think more specifically, they're going to see you're white, you are going to be considered on the right, and then therefore you'll be a target. So, the white progressives are going to be forced to flee and hide behind the skirts of the religious right because, like I said, mobs aren't asking questions. A mob is not going to take your resume and say, I supported diversity, I supported this left-wing cause, I supported Obama, I supported. The mob doesn't care. They look at you and like, do you look like me? No, they don't look like me. Then I'm going after them. So Democrats can wind up mobs, but they can't stop them, and they can't protect themselves. So you're going to see the progressives, if things continue to escalate, they're going to have to run for the skirts of the right to protect them. It's just that simple. Now, as we say, or Tim Pool says, everybody should get ready, and probably even towns should be ready. We're going to have to, I hate to think I have to go panic shopping again. It's kind of a pain. It takes up a lot of space, and you're stuck with a bunch of junk you don't need if you don't need it. So I have to make a funny cooking video for my main channel. But yeah, definitely prepare. But as I said, in the worst case scenario, your house gets burned or robbed, it's not going to help you. So we don't know how this is going to go, and like Tim Pool's saying, the mobs are coming to the suburbs. Because bottom line is, once the cities run out of stores, once the grocery stores are all empty, restaurants are all empty, what are the rioters going to eat? They are going to head for the cities surrounding the big city. And they're going to go for smashing their stores and stealing their stuff. So I hope I don't know if you can evacuate, but we don't know how long this is going to last or how far a radius outside of these cities the looters are going to attempt to come. I think right now everyone's been taken aback, everyone's been shocked, and they weren't quite sure what to do. However, I think, if it continues here, people are going to be ready. People on the suburbs, live on the outskirts, and we're going to have to be ready just in case. We hate to think of all the little small towns becoming Alamos, but we have to be prepared for the worst to come to worst. And of course, like I said, the Democrats, they're cheering this on. They're joining right in with Antifa and proud to support the terrorism. I told people, never, ever, ever, ever vote for Democrats, because this is what you get. You get support of terrorism, you get violence, and you get people who will do nothing to protect the innocent. Absolutely nothing. It's a real shame. But how did we get here? Decades of heads in the sand, of putting freedom on autopilot, of trusting that the left were really good people who were also Americans. I'm afraid we've been duped. Because the conservatives have disappeared in culture. Where are they? They're not in the medical profession. They're not in law. They're not in the media. They're not in education. They're not in entertainment. They're in no place because their heads have been in the sand. That's where they've been for just too long. And now the Democrat and left-wing corruption has come home to roost. And they are working on implementing their version of utopia. Only it doesn't look like a paradise to the rest of us. It looks more like hell. And apparently that is the way the left intends to go. And you can draw your own conclusions from that. All right, folks. Go ahead and comment below, and we'll keep the conversation going. And unlike Fox News, I will not be disabling comments on my videos. Let freedom ring.